from the drugstore or high street. They make lots of face masks, which I love. There's a couple of them that I'm not a fan of, but I'm going to be reviewing some of the new ones that have come out, and this is one of them that we're doing tonight. This is the day and night mask, and all of the new ones, or almost all of the new ones, are doing this thing where there's a 2-in-1, or you mix the two together. Lots of gels, lots of peel masks, and this is the day mask is actually a thick, more clay mask, and this one is a cream gel mask that you have. Now, I have used this a couple times, so this is not a first impression. I have used this, and I used this before and after both of these, with and without having used my at-home microdermabrasion system. And I do have to say I prefer not using the system first, because this one in particular has a very high potency. It's very citrusy and very astringent feeling, and so it makes your skin tingle. And since it's during the day right now, it's in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and use the Mask Plus Cleaner. Now, this one says not to leave it on for longer than 10 minutes, but it only recommends 3 to 5. I'm more of a 3-minute kind of a person. It's a very thick, it looks like chalk. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking up, but it is a pale yellow color, sort of like avocado colored, and it's very, very gritty. So if you don't like the feeling of grit, it's like sand all over your face. I think I'm making a bet with myself. Just how ridiculous can I look on camera? But even on my hands, you can kind of see the gritty particles there. And so that is everywhere. You don't need a lot, just a thin amount to evenly cover your skin. And it doesn't have a super strong smell, but if you are sensitive to smell, you might find this to be a little bit kind of clay and earth with just a hint of citrus. And it does say that it has zesty orange in it as one of its complexion boosters. And like I said, if you have, now I have active acne. If you have active acne, you're going to feel that all over yourself. I was looking at myself in the mirror and put this on to make sure it was even. Sorry about that. So anywhere you have active acne, it is going to sting a little bit more. And that's why I don't recommend using any kind of exfoliators. If you have one of the cleaning brushes for your face, like a Clarisonic or a Mia or something like that, maybe do this before you do that, because any kind of irritation, this mask is going to pick up on that and intensify it. It's not incredibly painful. It's not like, oh my gosh, I need to get this off my face right now, but it's definitely, ooh, I feel that. So it's been a couple minutes. It dries very, very quickly. It dries very traditional clay mask kind of feeling. And you are going to have to put in a little effort, as you can see, to get the mask off. You can feel those bits, like I said, as you're doing this. So if that's something that's irritating to you, you're going to feel. Oh, and if I didn't mention this before, the product does recommend that you use this on damp skin, not dry skin, because that helps activate the product and helps reduce irritation. But I think that it gives a nice glow to the skin, and your skin does feel so smooth and exfoliated, so you don't want to over exfoliate and over irritate your skin. But I did want to see how it would work in different conditions, with skincare routines. Time for the night. It's nighttime, and I have the Calming Night Cream Gel Mask, half of this. Again, I've used this several times, and this is the kind of mask where you can use it for 10 to 15 minutes, or you can just leave it on overnight. There's no need to rinse it. I don't understand the 10 or 15 minutes if you don't need to or aren't encouraged to rinse it anyway, but whatever. And when I was using this, it gave me some very interesting, I was like, I feel like I've used this before, and then I remembered why. It's because it reminds me of this mask from Freeman, Feeling Beautiful, same brand, and it's the Glacier Water and Peony, I don't know how to say that word. It's a flower. Hydrating mask, and they're both gel cream masks that you don't have to rinse soft that you can leave on, all that. And so I looked at the ingredients, and from what I can tell, there's only 3 ingredients that are different in them. One of them is like the oil that is, so this one has aloe in it, which is why it's calming. And this one, of course, has the peony oil in it. Then this one also has the color difference. So this one has red 33 in it, and this has yellow 5 in it. They both have blue 1 for color in them. And then there's one actual true chemical difference between them, where this one just doesn't have a tetrahide in it, and this one does. And that really just seems to be an emollient factor, and I think that makes up because this has a heavy aloe factor, aloe oil in it that makes up for that. So there's not, other than that, the order of ingredients for the most part are identical, except for those 3 things. And so if I squeeze a little bit out onto my hand, so this is what the nighttime one looks like. And there's still a little bit left in this one. So when you have them side by side, this is the glacier one, this is the night calming one. So there's obviously the color difference, but once you rub them in, there's no difference in texture, there's no difference, there's really not a scent difference either that's completely noticeable. Unless you're one of those super smell people, you're probably not going to be able to pick up any notice. And because they end up going clear when you put them on anyway, there's just a slight glistening. There's not much of a difference to them. So if you see this one and you don't have this one in your drugstore, you're not missing out on much other than the clay mask. But I will go ahead and put this all the way on for you. And to be honest, this is not a preferred formula. I'm just going to be leaving it on for 10 to 15 minutes. I didn't know, now I have active acne. I had a really bad breakout with my last girl time, which is never fun to go through. And I bring mine down my neck. Now, I knew, like I said, I have that active acne going on, and this is supposed to be a calming gel mask, and I just want to say that there is, and I get the same sensation when I have this one on. And I don't actually like to use this one on my face. Like I said, I've been using it as a body lotion for hydration, just to get through it, because they're not my favorite formulas, because I don't notice that they do anything, that my acne doesn't chill out. There is a little bit of a tingling, but it kind of feels like a sting rather than a pleasant cooling tingle, especially on my more active spots. So, yeah, not something other than that. I tried this overnight, and I tried it for 10 to 15 minutes before, and neither one really seemed to do anything drastic to the skin, and that's just a common thing with these gel cream masks. I don't know what they do. They just don't seem to do anything. So it's not something that I personally prefer. But I will leave this on. Like I said, it does glisten. It makes you look oily, but it really doesn't. I had a few chunks there, I'm sorry. But it really doesn't seem to do any calming or chilling or glowing. It just doesn't do the things that it promises to do. It does say that it's supposed to give you a dewy complexion in the morning, but I don't think it's any different than your standard normal moisturizer. And I prefer hyaluronic acid. If I'm gonna go through a sting, pure hyaluronic acid that you can get for like $4 or $5 from The Ordinary is much better and much more effective than these kind of gel masks. Now, normally Freeman Feeling Beautiful, their clay masks, a lot of times they nail it every time, but Freeman is trying to do with this, because it's saying that, in the morning you have, after you've been rested and restoration, rejuvenation, your skin has a different need after you've been through the day, exposed to pollutants at work, your face has been sweating, possibly under makeup and things of that nature. So your nighttime skin needs are different from your morning time skin needs, which I appreciate. I understand the general idea. I do like the day clay mask. One, I'm just a lot more of a fan of the clay mask. There is the exfoliating texture that you can actually feel and see, and I think my skin does look slightly brighter from that in the morning. Not that it makes a difference because I cover myself in makeup, but I do think that this one actually does something, and even though it stings my face, that's something that's completely bearable, and I don't mind at all. And this one, the stinging sensation goes away after a couple minutes, but if I'm going to go through that, I want to feel something being done to my skin. If I'm going to take the time, even if I can just leave it on overnight and I don't have to do anything else to it, I want to see something being done to my skin, especially when it claims, because with a lot of skincare stuff, it takes more than overnight. It takes a couple months for stuff to work. For this to tell me that I'm going to get an instantaneous glow or an instantaneous calming to skin problems, and then I don't get it, it just doesn't seem to be worth the time. Like I said, I understand what they were going for. This is just not going to be a repeat purchase for me in the future. Well, I understand what the company was trying to do with this idea that in the morning versus at night, your skin has different needs. Being rejuvenated and fresh from sleep has one kind of need versus when you've been out all day exposing yourself to pollutants, wearing makeup, sweating, and all that stuff. However, this side just does not do much. The moisturization that it gives is minimal compared to most other moisturizers. It's not calming spots, and the dewiness really looks just oily from when you freshly put it on. So when it tells me these promises that it just doesn't deliver on, I just can't get financially behind that. Now, I do like this day one. I did have my complaints about it. It's not going to be in my top 5 of Freeman or general clay masks, but it's not bad. This by itself I like it a lot more, and I feel like it does do something. But like I said, I understood the concept. It's probably not a repurchase for me. If you have any better ideas of how to use particularly this one, maybe if I need to do something special to it. It doesn't say that I need to have it. It says just to put it on clean skin. Other than that, it doesn't have any special instructions. So let me know if you want to have any other masks reviewed or what your favorite mask is below. And then the next time I do a mask review, it won't be next Monday because that's going to be my empties for the month. But the Monday after that, I'm going to be reviewing and going over this other new release from Freeman, Feeling Beautiful, the hot and the cold mask, and we'll get more into that then. All right, I will see you later, everyone. Bye!